Righto, so I have spent a couple of days sort of mucking about with the structure of this thing. I haven't even fixed up my markers at the top so I know where I'm at. And basically all I've done is really just mucked around with what a solo would be, any extra bits and pieces. I even added in a chorusy type thing. Yeah, but as you can see, it's sort of a work in progress. These are all just terrible sounds straight on the from the laptop there. But yeah, so you've got some old crappy bits of drums that I don't like. Most of the drums are good. I still have to do a little bit of tweaking, but as far as like sections and having it all there, that's pretty much what I got. So, just
wanna live no 10-cent life. I don't wanna take my own advice. Can you hear me when I'm talking to you? Do I speak back to you?
So it doesn't sound great, you can tell.
Can you take me without over broken man?
So what I'm going to do now is I've got my fantastic little Focusrite, what's this one, the 2i4, thanks Simon for my birthday present. I have a couple of microphones. So in this case, I'm not going to be using super expensive, crazy, fantastic ones. Two reasons. One, I don't have them because they cost a lot of money. They're crazy expensive. Two, I want to prove that you can do this stuff. I'm in my kitchen and this is where I'm going to record all this stuff. You might hear a little bit of reverb. Sounds like a room. That's the whole point. I'm going to use this. It's a little large condenser, large diaphragm studio condenser microphone. And this one here, which everyone sort of will have seen 1,000 gazillion times, the Shure SM58. That's like the best live mic, and well, a lot of people believe it's the best live mic ever. And my favorite one of all time is the SM7B. This is cool. Looks cool. Michael Jackson used it with Thriller, and it was in Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Anyway, I used it. It's quite versatile. But so to change things up, what I'm going to do is, so like a lot of studio recorded rock bands, they will use different types of gear, microphones, guitars to get different sounds for each part. I'm going to do very similar things. I'm going to use all sorts of guitars that I've got in my house. And whilst I'm going through, I've got some great ideas that I don't know if I can actually put them into practice, but with keyboards and stuff in there to make it just a little bit more interesting. So anyway, this is how I sort of start out, as I've shown, put on my phone how I get some ideas, then start fleshing them out onto the program I got here, Pro Tools, and now I'm going to do it for real. And yeah, I'll just do a few more little ones. I'm not going to give you the full secrets and whatever on well, not for secrets. You'll be bored shitless if you watch it because all I do is stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. It's got to be right. Anyway, I will get cracking. Okay, so I've got set up now with my cool SpongeBob guitar. It's my little daughter's. And my microphone. And you kind of see where it's sort of aimed at. So it's kind of aimed around about the 12th fret of the guitar, but it's aimed also towards the sound hole. Where the diaphragm goes, that's exactly where the sound I want to go in. So that's how I've got that set up. Pretty simply, this is just a different sound to make it fun. Anyway, I've put a tuner on it. It's going to be pretty nasty, and that's exactly the sound I want. Anyway, so I'm going to record, and it's going to take a little while. So, right, so I'm just trying to get some levels to start off with, and just, make sure no extra sound bleeds into the microphone. So I've done the SpongeBob guitar bit, and now I'm going to go to my old faithful Maiden guitar because I like its bit. I haven't changed the strings in it for ages. It's kind of a bit funky at the moment, and I'm going to mix that with the Taylor that I've got and put them together for these next parts and see how that works out. I mean, I might just only use one in the end, but you never know. Yeah, anyway, cracking on. It's the same principles with with this guitar as well as the others. You know, it's around about the 12th fret where I'm aiming at, and a bit of the sound hole just to get the fullness of it all. And anyway, this is the fun part, I guess, if you want to call it that. All right, here we go. So yeah, you see this goes on and on and on and on and on forever and ever and a day. Anyway, that's how it works, eh? Okay, so vocal time. I could probably mess this up real bad, I imagine, but we'll see. Could be good, could be bad. 2, 2, 2, 2, get some level, sweet, sweet, sweet. Input 1. Two to 2. In the track, in the track, in the track, in the track. Here we go. I don't want to live no... Oh, that was bad. Let's just knock that back. I don't want to live no 10-cent life. I don't want to make my own advice. So it's this big old backwards and forwards and just trying to get it right. As many takes as possible. I like to do less takes, but it has to be right. That's the trick. Got to get it right. You can't fix it. You can't put a plug-in on it just to make it sound, you know, like you performed it better. You've got to perform it right. And my throat's a little bit screwed at the moment. So I might have a cup of tea and then we'll see how we go. Green tea's good. Anyway. Okay, so I'm just like putting on all these playlists. They call it playlists where you can do different takes and it all stays in the one thing. So I think I'm up to like number 5 now of this one. Enjoy. You won't be no friend of mine. I won't spend my whole last dime if ever you wanna take my 10-cent son. Like the needle from a junkie, now the damage done. Look inside to see there was time to kill and throw away your future, be a winding wheel. No, you ain't gonna be a kid no more. I hope in life you find what you've been longing for. I know that I'll keep going without you. The past is gone like autumn leaves, but I'm here. That's how much fun it is. Alright, so I've done a few more things since the last little video. So I've got all of my my vocals done, so you can see them all here. And then I added a whole bunch of backing vocals and a double up of the main vocal itself. I threw in a bit extra guitar, and everything else has pretty much stayed the same. But next up is bass guitar. So this is going to add all the big fat noise at the bottom. So yeah, this has been sort of a bit fun. Just to give you a bit of an idea, I guess. Yeah, here we go. So all I'm adding here is just different flavors on top of everything else that goes on. So you've got the main. If I just did this with an acoustic guitar, it would literally just be this, really. Where am I? Here we go. And let's just do that. And it'll be this.
Well, that life can jump and make a fool of me. But do I make amends and try to live in peace? I know that I'll keep going.
So the whole idea of adding stuff to these songs is just to give it some difference. So the person who's listening to it will be like, oh, cool, that's a new noise. Oh, that's fun. So we'll call it, engagement with the song itself. And I guess that's all about production. But yeah, I was gonna film a whole bunch of stuff, but I got on a bit of a roll and I totally forgot about it. And that happens, I guess. It's probably a good thing if you're sort of on a roll and you do it. But yeah, so if you're still, I don't know, make this active. Let's just do this. So what you just heard there is sort of the production side of things, and this is what it was. If that kind of makes any sense, is all I'm doing is getting that idea, that sparkly idea that I had, and then it's expanding on it as much as I possibly can without making it sound stupid. Whether I achieve that or not, it's really up to you guys. But anyway, I'm going to start tracking some bass. So don't think that I'll be recording bass today. My piece of shit bass decided to fall apart on me. So that's the thing that tunes it, and I was just tuning it up. And then, yeah. Thanks, Ashton, you piece of crap. Can't complain. I've had it for about 12, 15 years, maybe longer. Ah, Christ, it's been a long time. Anyway, that's life. Okay, so it's getting pretty late at night. It's probably around about 9:15 or something like that. Anyway, so my bass broke and I borrowed it from a friend. Thank you, Simon. And kids are in bed. It's the beauty, I guess, of having to do DI or direct input instruments is it's very, very quiet. So anyway, I'm going to give this bass line a bit of a crack. See how we go with this. So what I'm doing with the bass here is I'm pretty much just trying to get a line with some kind of melody, but a rhythmic melody that goes with the song, in the key of the song, and just follows along with the drum pattern, essentially. So that one took me about 2 hours to sort of nut out and just put together and make it sound something that I wanted. I mean, it's probably not the best. I'm not the best bass player in the world, so there might be bass players out there that go, oh, good on you. But hey, like I said, I'm just doing this at home. I'm doing it in my freaking kitchen, for Christ's sakes. Like, do what you got to do with what you've got. And I'm using minimal equipment, and I'm just making sure that it suits the song. I mean, it really, at the end of the day, it's just a demo. It's not like a full-blown production. But I'm doing as much as I can to make it sound as great as I can. Anyway, hope you're digging it so far, and yeah, we'll keep moving. So that's pretty much the end of all of the clips that I got for when I recorded and put it all together. There was a few other things that I did at the end, was get some virtual instruments, some organs and pianos, some bells, a few other bits and pieces, just to add a little bit more interest to the sounds that were there. And it wasn't over the top, nice and subtle, just to accentuate a few of the chord changes and some of the more, well, the parts that I thought needed to be sort of given a bit more attention to, but without putting it over the top. I don't like to do things way over the top. There is always a time and a place for that. But if you are having a good time watching this and you've got any questions about anything that I've done, please just write a comment, send me a message. More than happy to answer anything. And if I get enough questions on one particular thing, I might even do a video on that. And yeah, if you are enjoying it, it'd be really good if you could like it, share it, subscribe to this channel, that kind of stuff. I plan on doing a few more of these over time. Probably not in the near future. I really want to get a few more songs actually done. This one took a whole lot longer to put together and have it released than I normally would, just due to the playing around with video. I'm not used to that. Audio easy, video not so easy for Benny. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I hope I'm not boring the heck out of you, and I hope you're looking forward to hearing the final version. Cheers, bye.